Oof. Michael's gonna be like, how long have you had that ponytail in your hair?
Well, you can change it.
A long time, buddy. A long time. Hey guys. Exciting news. Bruce Springsteen is putting out a new album. It's very exciting. For those of you who love Bruce Springsteen as much as I do, come on up for the rising. Come on up for the rising tonight. Bruce Springsteen is putting out a new album. This is not a drill, people. This is not a drill. Bruce Springsteen is putting out a new album. I don't know much about it yet. Mary sent me a thing. I read just a headline, but it's very exciting. Anyway, how is everybody doing this morning? I know some of you are loving this timeline.
Look at my style guide.
I meant this time zone. I can't speak.
For my little logo.
It's really pretty.
Thank
It's
you.
really, really nice.
Thank you.
Anyway, some of you are getting ready for work. I'm drinking more celery juice. Listen, at this point, it's going to be a thing. Okay? Yes, I love Bruce. I'm from Freehold. It's like in us. It's like we have to, you know? Anyway, so I'm getting ready to go to the airport. And I'm going to fly home so I can see my husband. It's pure celery juice. It's literally celery and ice. Literally. Celery and ice. Nothing else. Okay, so I got a message from a guy who watches Coffee Talk, and he said something to me that I thought was really interesting and funny. By the way, the celery juice has not brought any poop to my life. So anyone who had diarrhea from celery juice, you may have just had diarrhea. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't have no diarrhea. So the guy writes, I watch your Coffee Talk because I want a better understanding of women.
Oh.
Okay, I appreciate that. And he basically said, you do a lot of talking about...
We can just leave it right there.
Right, you do a lot of talking. You do a lot of talking about how other people behave. And he was like, but isn't it true that we are all shitty to somebody? Like, you never, ever, ever talk about how we, as people, are shitty to other people. You always talk about what to do when they are shitty to us.
How insightful. I really like that.
I like him. And I thought, you know what? That is a really interesting conversation. This gentleman's point is valid. We are all, she's making coffee, hand washing or frying bacon. Neither. Coffee. We are all shitty, ugly, indifferent, dismissive, rude to someone. Because that is part of life, right? That is part of interaction with human beings. We get fed up, we lose our patience, we run into people that, whatever. My whole thing was, there is so much truth to what you're saying. That doesn't justify our behavior. However, I would be amiss not to acknowledge that there are times where I, too, am dismissive of people or shitty to them or ugly or fake. I can't tell you how many times I have had to, just yesterday, see somebody and they're like, they know I don't like them and they're like, hey, Jamie, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hey, how are you? So good to see you. Is my Botox working? Can you see me smiling? I just don't. But like the truth is, I am those things at times. I don't want to be, but I am. I would like to be the person. Yes, Brooke. Everyone sees us differently. I think that there is. It is very easy to sit every day and talk about how we should deal with the way other people treat us, because that's our ego, right? It's all about us. How do we deal with narcissists? How do we deal with liars? How do we deal with being hurt? How do we deal with being taken advantage of? But at what point do we turn that around, right? We turn it around and we go, okay, how am I treating people? Because we all like to say, if I'm shitty to you, you gave me a reason. Well, don't you think the people that are shitty to you feel the same way? Or you think you're the only one who has a reason for being shitty to people? Everybody else is just out there being shitty for no reason. You know what I mean? So sometimes you need to take a second, turn it into yourself, and just check yourself a little bit. Just check yourself a little bit. I'm not saying you have to start taking blame for things you didn't do. I'm just saying, do we check ourselves enough? That's all. Like, are we accountable for our own behavior? It's very easy to talk about how other people act and how other people treat us and how other people handle their business. But how are we? So I said, you know what? Today, when I get on this plane, I'm going to do like a real Jamie check. How have you been treating people? How are you dealing with people? How do you talk to people? Anyway, I think that, you know, if you are dismissive, if you are overly sarcastic, if you are snarky, these are all things these are behaviors coming from somewhere. Are you dealing with insecurities? Are you spending too much time with people you genuinely don't like? Because that'll cause it, right? I mean, it does. When you are spending more time with people you don't like than people you do, you become a snarky, sarcastic, you know, I'm definitely guilty of that too. So anyway, I just thought when he wrote me this letter and I read it, I just thought, you know what? It wouldn't hurt for all of us to take a minute and check ourselves. It's very easy to point fingers at other people about their behavior. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. Go, Kate. As I turn up my collarbone.
Oh, hello.
It's Katie. We can all take a second to look in the mirror. Seriously, real talk. And I feel like God obviously put that message in my box for a reason, because probably I haven't been feeling that well. As you know, I've been dealing with like a mouth thing, and just emotionally I've been up and down. A lot of anxiety comes with what I'm dealing with. And I'm sure that I have just been shitty to people. I'm sure that I've been snarky and shitty and whatever. So I could probably take some time to look in the mirror. Anyway, I'm going to the airport. I'm going to the airport. I'm going back to Birmingham. I'll be back in the office with Taylor tomorrow. I know you guys are going to be so excited to see him because I know you all miss him. But I love you guys. And today, self-awareness is the word of the day. Self-awareness. Hey, Katie, how many celery does it take to make that juice? 1 full stalk.
1 bunch.
Yeah, like 1 whole thing that you buy.
1 bunch makes like 1 glass up to about here.
Enough to just give you that foam all around your mouth.
Well, the foam is from my juicer, right? Like the quality of the juicer determines how much foam there is.
Thank you, Look Beauty, Jackie. I like her. Oh my God, this stuff tastes like ish.
But okay, for the people who've been hearing her talking all about her celery juice this whole time, I will say that if it's something you're interested in, you can add other fruits or vegetables to give it, or spices to give it some better flavor. She likes drinking it pure. I would probably mix it with some lemon, some apple, some things to cut it, or even like try
Some
different
vodka.
try different things. You'll still get the full benefit
Put
of
a
the
couple
celery.
of Snickers in there.
If you add some other stuff onto it, it won't take away from the goodness of the celery, and it can improve the taste and your enjoyment of it. She's just a purist.
I am a purist. I prefer, I don't know. I just prefer it plain because it's been working. Oh my God, someone's telling me about Hebrew, Teshuvah. Hello. I went to Hebrew school for 13 years. I know Hebrew. Ilu hoti hotianu hotianu mimizrayim hotianu mimizrayim dayenu. Mouth's still burning.
And I have the Breville like compact juicer, which is a really nice one for smaller spaces. It doesn't take up a lot of room on my countertop.
Well, somebody bought me a juicer, and it's been in my laundry room for my whole life, and it's the size of the Alamo in Texas. I'm gonna need a crane to get it into my kitchen. Anyway, my skin is terrible. I've gained 9 pounds and my throat hurts. So, great time for me. It is what it is. I have to lose the weight that I gained, or else my eating disorder will creep back in and literally ruin my life. And I'm sorry, but I just can't let her back. I can't let that bitch back in. All right, I love you guys so much. Happy Passover, happy Pesach. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh. I'm going to the airport. Everyone keeps saying bullet. The bullet is a vibrator. Okay, that's the only bullet I
bullets
recognize.
also, there's
A NutriBullet.
yeah.
What's happening over there, Kate? What's going on over there?
Shake, shake, shake.
All right, I love you guys so much. I'm going to the airport. Have a great, great day.